All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol PLTR. And before we jump into this stock, I want to go ahead and state to all my first-time viewers and investors, welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all my subscribers, welcome back, and let's jump into this chart. So PLTR stock had a run today. It broke through the highest points that it needed to break through to reach newer highs. It pulled further away from the 50-day moving average. It was dominated by the bulls. And we're going to look at this closely at the highest point reached, which is our new resistance level, and also kind of break it down based off our resistance, our supports, and also other areas to kind of have a midway point between the support and the 50-day moving average to watch the behavior of this stock. So let's go ahead and move this up to its new location so that we can see what was the highest point. And here we are with our new support level here. So let's go ahead and see that. That's the one drop of bear where the bears tried to reappear and bring this one down. Now we're currently at 21.35. So based off of what we just saw, as you can see, resistance was just broken through. So we're currently now at 21.42 and we're going to move this up, which is pretty awesome. That was this 30-minute time frame that just went ahead and popped up. So let's go ahead and update this based off of what the chart is showing us now. Now, this is the new high that it just reached. So that's our new resistance level. Our support hasn't changed. And the 50-day moving average is 1935. I'd write that down. Super important number. As long as we're above it, the bulls are in control. The moment we're below it, the bears are in control. Now, the midway point where the bears tried to appear before this leveling off was down here at this point right here, which you can tell based off of the candlestick and also how the chart was behaving, and that's 1990. That point right there serves as a midway point between 1935, which is our 50-day moving average, and the support. You're going to want to pay close attention if support gets broken through, how it's reacting between support and 1990. And if 1990 gets broken through, watch how it's reacting between 1990 and the 50-day moving average to see if the bulls are reappearing, or is this on its way down to newer lows, getting deeper into bearish territory. So I want every single investor to go ahead and be aware of the fact that these breakdowns are not significantly the exact support levels, but they are used as supports that I would recommend and I would use myself. So I'm just going ahead and sharing that with you guys. It's optional, but this is our true support up here. But since it's so broad, that's a far distance to see what's going on. So you're going to want to slightly break it down to see who's dominating. Even though all of this is in bullish territory, the bears, as they bring this one down, they're getting closer to their goal. Now, our resistance level, which is the most important point for the bulls to break through, is 21.49. They're going to want to break through that and turn that into a support. By doing that, they're pulling further away from the 50-day moving average and they're reaching newer highs and also pulling this up to newer highs that have not been seen before. And that's where we're at right now. We're at new levels that have not been seen before. That's why we're going to want to pay close attention to our support levels, how this reacts tomorrow, and I want to emphasize that the bulls need to break through this resistance to continue to work their way up to newer highs, new resistance levels, and work their way up further away from the 50-day moving average in an upward direction. So I want every single investor to be aware of that, and I want to emphasize the bulls need to break through resistance 21.49 and turn that into a support to pull away from it and reach newer highs. Now, our first support level, before even thinking about down here at that point of 1990 and 1935, is 2081. This is the first support level, and if that gets broken through, I want to emphasize to all investors, pay close attention to how the stock's reacting, how quickly is it moving to newer lows, and also how it's reacting between those midway points of 1990 to 1935. How quickly is it moving closer to the 1935, which is the 50-day moving average, and so forth. I mean, the one thing I do want every single investor to be aware is that all this area above 1935 is still bullish territory, and if the bulls reappear and this breaks through 2081 and they appear anywhere below it, they still have to break through this 2149 mark so that they can move further away from the 50-day moving average and it doesn't catch up to them so that they can reach newer highs. So I want every single investor to be aware of that. But the first support level before worrying about anything below it is 2081. Pay close attention to the behavior of the stock at that point. How quickly is it moving to newer lows, or are the bulls trying to reappear? As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money. At the end of this video, there's going to be a pop-up video, and in that video, I will be discussing about the S&P 500 index and how it's been rising several points on scheduled dates. As you see here on the graph, these circles are the dates that the pumps have happened, and I use them as examples to show you guys how much the stocks have risen, and the S&P 500 index rose on those dates. And the reason why it's rising is due to the fact that the Federal Reserve is pumping the markets. On these dates, the charts and the dates speak for themselves, as we can see it here. And I break it down into more detail in the video. But just to summarize it, on these dates, the S&P 500 rises, and there's individual ticker symbols rising up with it. Anywhere from 30 cents to $3 per share. I know it may not seem like a lot, but per share that does add up, and these individual ticker symbols are giving you back profits. These are profits, and like I always say, profits are profits. Whether it's $1 put into the market and you get back $2, you've put in an initial investment and you got back more than what you started with. That's what it's all about. And also in the video, I go into further detail showing you guys these dates and showing you how much it rose. Like, for example, this was one of the last pump dates, and the lowest point that it reached was down here at 35.11, and the highest point reached was 35.57. That's like a 40-point jump. And here we're seeing the same thing. It went down to 35.88, and it rose up to about, I'd say, let's see, this is all still in the same day. It rose up to about a total amount of 36.23. When you do the math, that's almost a 40 to 50 point jump, and there's individual ticker symbols rising up with this. Now, I'm not there to guarantee you profits. I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. I'm just here to inform every single investor on the great news, on the opportunity to maximize profits and minimize losses. You have to do your due diligence and research, but these charts and the dates speak for themselves. I mean, this was probably one of the largest jumps that I've seen in the last couple of pumps, and it was down here at 33.02, and it rose up to about 33.88. That was an 80-point jump. There was probably ticker symbols rising up more than $3 per share on those dates. And even on these dates, there's individual ticker symbols rising more than $3 per share. Check it out, see for yourselves, and my best advice is look for ticker symbols that may be resembling the behavior of the S&P 500 index, and you'll be able to go ahead and give it a shot. Check it out. Again, I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. I'm not there to guarantee you profits. I'm just here to go ahead and share the information along with every single viewer and investor. The video should be popping up soon. If you haven't seen it already, pop up. There is the link down below in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.